strain it and get some of that juice out, because we're using the passat anyway, which is a rich, thick sauce, tomato sauce. Right, I'm just going to move these out of the way. What you want to do is get yourself 2 frying pans, like so. Voila. You know that saying, voila. Firstly, put your heat on. And always, when you're using metal pans, I mean I use the Tefal, I've had this over 5 years now. If you use a wooden spatula, never use metal to metal. That way, it keeps its covering and that, and the pan will last you years, and I mean years. Now you don't need to put any oil in this whatsoever, because that 5% fat will grease your pan anyway. So you never ever put olive oil or any oil whatsoever in a mince. Because as we're cooking this, you'll see some of the fat coming out of it. But there won't be much out of this because this is top quality beef. What we want to do is just brown this off and just break it all up like so. I want to do this for about 10 minutes. As long as it's all browned off, we're all happy, we're all good to go. Right, what we do now, is get a couple of sheets of kitchen towel. And just put it in your pan like that, just run it round like that. See, this way you ain't got to mess about getting your colander out and draining it and whatever. Just let all the fat come down to the other half of the pan like so. See that? Like so. Just get all that fat out of here, because we don't want the fat. I mean, look at me. Hey, there's no fat on me. Right, all the fat's out of there, there's no fat in there at all. So what you do now is just try, and then you won't get it all over the cooker. Right, what we've got to do now is onions, and your red peppers. And all we want to do is just sweat them down. Right, I'm just going to put a little spot of olive oil in there, just a spot. Garlic. There's that many different versions of spag bol, but I'll guarantee you this is the one. I'm not just saying it because I'm doing it. Mushrooms. This is going to be awesome. Absolutely awesome. Just going to put a bit of salt in. There we go. That's optional. The salt's optional. Up to yourself. If you don't like salt, don't put it in. Put your tomatoes in. If you get the chopped tomatoes, you don't have to mess about doing what I'm doing. Cutting them up like, you know what I mean? Combine all that together like so. Then put your passat in. It's a thick tomato based sauce. Absolutely awesome for bolognese. And all you want to do then is just mix all this in together. Combine all those flavours. This is going to be awesome. If this wasn't for my kids, I'd be doing, I'd be putting chilies in it. If you don't like it hot, don't put it in. And what we do then is put your mince in here. Run it around the edges like that, just fold it into the middle like so. Just want to get all these flavours into the mince. Just put that on a medium to low heat like so. Transfer that to there. And what we want to do then is put your carrot on. One finely grated carrot. Mix all that in like so. These flavours are absolutely awesome. Worcester sauce. Now that gives it a nice, rich body to the dish. I've done quite a bit because we're all having it later on. Then what we do then is put half a bottle, about 90 mils of red wine. This is Merlot. I mean, this is awesome. And red wine is very good for you. It's good for blood pressure. So that's a tip for you. But I expect you all know that anyway. Just combine all that in together like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave this to simmer on a medium heat for about 30 minutes. Every time, after about 10 minutes, keep giving it a stir. Because we don't want it sticking to the pan, but it won't do. Keep stirring that in there like so. It's going to be awesome, this is. It's going to be a proper walla. Right, what we're going to do now, preheat your oven on 200. What we need is some stick bread. What we want to do, firstly, get yourself a knife and just put some holes in your bread. Any stick bread, chapati, whatever you want. Put some holes in you like that. Then what we do, we cut at an angle like so. About six slits will do you, like so. Got that? 3 cloves of garlic, some chopped parsley. Now I've left a couple of pieces on there for my presentation later on. Put them on there for now. Anchor butter, the best butter you can buy. Like I keep saying, best ingredients all the time. I don't know about you, but when you buy this garlic bread, it's absolutely crap from the shop. There's hardly any butter in it, there's no flavour whatsoever. Mass production, it's no good. It really isn't no good. So what we want in here is about 3 ounces of butter. Now if you roll it from one end of the tub to the other, you'll find that that's pretty much 2 ounces. So if I go off to the end, that's your 3 ounces. You'll never go wrong. You'll know by experience. 2 ounces from one end to the other. Roll your spoon along. This is so simple, it's unbelievable. your 3 cloves of garlic in there like so. And your chopped parsley. And just mix all that up. That's all it is. That's what garlic butter is. That's all it is. Like so. Then what we do is just open it up with your fingers like so. And just put your butter in there like that. Bit of a messy job, but the outcome is absolutely awesome. It really is. I had some garlic bread the other day from the shop and I thought, you what? I can't eat that. Just no flavour to it. And it's so easy just to do your own. Get it in there, get plenty in there. They say garlic butter when you buy it from the shop, but that ain't garlic, that ain't butter. It's that margarine crap. Now that is your garlic bread. Plenty in there. Get yourself a baking tray. Put that on there like so. Well, I'll give this another stir. Like I say, every 10 minutes or so, just work it round the pan. The old school cooking. Simple, flavoursome, and voila. Right, the water's boiling, so what we're going to do now is put your garlic bread in. That will take about 12 to 15 minutes, get it nice and crispy. Get all that butter and garlic all melted into the bread. Absolutely awesome. Now, we've got a pan of boiling water here. I'm just going to swap it over now I've done that. Onto there like so. And what you want to do when you do spaghetti, pan of salted water, and put a bit of olive oil in. And what that does, it stops it from sticking. So when you do your spaghetti, it's going to be a pucker's voila. Now that's a tip for you, and I'll guarantee you it will not stick to the pan. It's all about timing with this, getting this spaghetti bolognese and that. Get it right. So what we've got to do now is get your spaghetti. Now I'm going to use about, a quarter of this packet. About a quarter. And the spaghetti you want is Napolini, the same as the tomatoes. You will not buy better spaghetti than Napolini. That's Italian spaghetti at its best. It's absolutely awesome, and I'll guarantee you that is it. You buy the cheap, it'll all stick together, and it's absolutely crap. So that's another tip for you. Always buy the best spaghetti. I've seen it in the supermarkets, 20p a packet. Crap. And all you got to do then is just roll it. You're going to roll that round the pan. Like that. And as you're rolling it, just get yourself a spatula so you don't burn yourself. Just keep rolling it round. And as you're rolling it around, this is if you want to keep your spaghetti in long strips. Like that. And that is how you put your spaghetti in. So strip and run it round. This is going to be awesome. And don't forget, put that olive oil in, because I'll guarantee you it will not stick. I'm putting my reputation on the line here, so you bloody better not stick. Right, we can turn this down now onto simmer. But like I say, if you want it spicy, just put yourself some chillies in there. Remember, 5% less fat. The content wants to be 5%. Otherwise, it's just going to be greasy and bloody horrible. Always use the best. And spaghetti, you want to cook it for about 8 minutes. Otherwise it goes, what's that word? It goes all mushy basically, and it's not good. All stodgy and starchy, and we don't want that. Just keep checking it every now and then. I mean, to serve it, you want it a little bit al dente, but I like it just a little bit more past that. You know what I mean? Right, I'm just going to notch that garlic bread down a touch. In fact, I'm going to turn it off because that's done. 2 more minutes and that pasta's going to be absolutely puckers. It really is. Right, we're good to go. Right, do you trust me, or to show you that this doesn't stick to the pan? Voila! There you go. No more spaghetti stuck in a pan. All because you put some olive oil in. Olive oil, vegetable oil, any oil you want, but not engine oil, because that really ain't no good. Still got my pan. Right. Garlic bread's good to go. Look at that garlic bread. Nice and crispy. Awesome. Right, we're ready for plating up, my friends. And if you want to, just put a little splashing of olive oil on there. Absolutely awesome. This smells absolutely divine, it really does. Then what you want to do, nice bit of basil. You can use basil. And just, now that is nice and crunchy. And there you have. Look at the butter and garlic and the flavours there. Look at that. that is absolutely puckered. So moist. And there you have spaghetti bolognese with homemade garlic bread. Now that is an awesome walla. You know that walla? Now, there you go. Does that look alright for you? And look at the butter and the garlic. If you like garlic bread, that's the way to do it. So there you go.